If you're broke like I was my whole life, up until maybe like 12 years ago, this is exactly what you do. So number one, you have to sit down with yourself and ask yourself, do you have money? Do you have any money to start a business, or do you not have any money? Okay, so based on this answer, you are going to go down a certain path. If you have money, if you have $1,000, if you have $500 that you can invest in a website, it's fine. It's still considered money. But if you have zero money, it's going to be a different path, all right? So let's just say you have any money whatsoever. Let's just say you have $100. You have $100 or more, okay? Now you're gonna go down a different path. So that different path is going to be a product. So you have to find something that you want to sell. For $100, it could be wardrobe, it could be sweatshirts, it could be t-shirts, it could be protein cookies, it could be peanut butter, it can be whatever you want that you can make for $100, okay? So the first thing when it comes to selecting a product that you want to sell, the first thing is to realize that you do not need to reinvent the wheel, okay? So you do not need to find anything special. You don't need to invent anything new. This is business 101, all right? This is how business works. Look at Coca-Cola, look at Pepsi, look at movie theaters. Look at movie theaters. The only difference in movie theaters are the actors that are in the movies. Like, really think about it, right? So you can do the exact same movie with the exact same script in the exact same movie theater, and somebody will come watch it just because you are different and you are new. So you need to pick a business that is already working, okay? I'm gonna get to that in a second. If you have no money, like I have zero dinero, my friend, you are going to go down a certain path. That certain path is called digital products. Like I have my own digital products, which is called Sharkz University. It's an online course that teaches people how to start any Shark Tank-like business. Like I started my peanut butter company in Europe. I tell people exactly what to do. So a digital product, you can be a consultant. People can find you on LinkedIn. You can blog on LinkedIn. You can blog on your website and people can find you and you can do consulting. You can be a personal trainer. You can do a lot of different things, but I promise you, unless you have a ready-to-go digital product that you can sell over and over and over and over, you're never gonna get rich. You're never gonna make a lot of money. All right? So long story short, the digital products, if you have no money, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok marketing, content creation that needs to be really, really good is basically your only path. Thank the Lord. Today in technology, this is possible, and this is actually something, if you have money one day, you can combine and do both and just absolutely murder the money game. All right, so now let's talk about picking a product. So just so we remember here, we're going back to this is the money, this is the no money section, okay? So now let's just go back to the money section. So you want to start a product. I think products are amazing. Like there is people killing it online with sweatshirts, right? There's a girl that did like $250,000 in 24 hours. She did a drop. What does that mean? That means she collected email addresses. She has a social following, and she sent an email to everybody saying like, hey, this Friday, I'm dropping this awesome sweatshirt. I only have 100 of them, all right? So when you're picking a business, I want to promise you a couple things, right? I want to promise you a couple things. This is a t-shirt, okay? This is a drink, like a Coke, okay? Cookie. Okay, chocolate chip cookie. This is just an example. If you decide to sell t-shirts, I promise you this, and you don't have sales, you are the problem, not the t-shirt. This t-shirt has been proven to sell billions of dollars, right? Like we all know that. Billions and billions and billions, like Donald Trump would say, billions and billions and billions. It's a proven fact that every person on earth, almost, you know what I'm saying, has a t-shirt. Most people, if they're fortunate, a lot of people on earth have a t-shirt. So it's a fact that you can sell t-shirts. It's a fact that you could sell a certain drink. Whole Foods, Publix, Walmart is full with new drinks, new products all the time. All of the time. Because people want something new or they want something 10% better, right? Like this is all you need to do. The riches are in the niches. Yeah, I'm not for that. It's not my thing. I'm not like a swordfish fisherman and now I'm gonna make a new hook and whatever, new bait and whatever. You can do it, not my thing, because I want to have the most opportunity possible in order to make money, right? I want the percentage of the chances and the likelihood of me succeeding to be as high as possible. So I always pick businesses that are already working, make them 10% better or 10% different, okay? So if you pick a cookie and the cookie doesn't sell, same thing. Cookies are everywhere. People are buying them. Everything, right? So it's a fact that you are the problem. It's a fact that you are the problem and not the business, okay? So now that we know this, let's just say you pick one of these and you don't have sales. So now you're saying like, hey, I'm the problem. What do I do now? So what do you do now? Now you easily find somebody like Nike as an example. Let's color it. So now, as an example, you can find somebody like Nike and just simply go to their website, look at everything that they're doing, simply go to their social media and look at exactly what they are doing on social media and pretty much do the exact same thing. You are not going to have clothing that say Nike on it, but you are going to have something different, something cooler. So you can also go on social media, on YouTube, you can Google cool new clothing startups. So the key is whatever you decide to sell, my advice is to get something that people are going to buy more than once. Like I wouldn't get into like making tables, selling chairs. I don't want to get into furniture business. I don't want to get into art. I don't want to get into things that people like that take a lot of money for you to make. Like for example, like a camera, right? If you want to run around getting investors and all this stuff, like good luck, percentages are small, you can't do it. But this is something that you can do. This is something that you can do very easily. So if you make a t-shirt, go find a cool new company that has a big following on social media. Look at everything they do and basically just follow that blueprint. They have done all of the research for you, right? Look at cookies in stores. Go to their website. Look at anybody that is doing what you want to do and just change that. Because I guarantee you that you will go to the store and look at candy bar That looks amazing. And it looks just like Snickers. Just like Snickers. But just has 10 grams less sugar, you're gonna buy it, right? So a t-shirt that's just a little bit better or just a little bit cooler, people are going to give everything a new chance, okay? So now you have selected a product. So if that's going to be clothing, if it's going to be food, if it's going to be digital, decide. But take Warren Buffett's advice, because if he has investment advice, it also relates to business advice. So why wouldn't you listen to that, right? So Warren Buffett said, just sit in your house, right? Here you are. Look at what's around your house. What are you eating? What are you consuming, right? Boom, 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 boom. Here is Coca-Cola. Let's invest in Coca-Cola. I'm drinking Coca-Cola. Here's Tide detergent. Let's invest into Tide detergent. Here is Doritos. Let's invest in Pepsi. Here is Nike. Let's invest in Nike. And here is my phone. So let's invest in Apple. Like, invest into things you are doing. Invest into things that you are consuming. I started a peanut butter company because I like peanut butter and I made something better with white chocolate as an example. So I just made a better alternative. So think about what you use, what you wear, what you like to eat, what you like to watch, and ask yourself, how can I make that a little bit different and have better marketing? Okay, so that is the first step. The first step we just did, and that was business. We picked a business that we want to start, okay? If you have $100, if you want to print t-shirts, make a website, you can wait for people to buy it and then you can pre-order them, or you can order them after they pay for them, and so on and so forth. If you're starting a digital product, you have to start creating content. So number 2, let's make it yellow. So number 2, so we picked a business. If we have no money, it has to be digital. YouTube, social media, content creation. If you're gonna have courses, you're gonna have webinars, you have to decide, but just you need to know it's gonna have to be all digital, right? If you have a little bit of money, we're picking a product, but then we're also doing digital marketing. So that's step number 1, what you want your business to be. Step number 2 is content, okay? So you have to start creating content. I'm a big fan, and this channel is new, of YouTube, right? 200 people that really like you and stick around for 30 minutes are worth way more than 20 million views of people that watch you for 30 seconds and just keep scrolling. So content includes marketing. Content includes marketing, okay? So what is content? Like, for example, my peanut butter company. What is my content? My content is my story. What does that mean? That means that saying like, hey, look at my peanut butter. Let me get it actually. All right, just got the peanut butter. So my content is not like, hey, go buy my peanut butter. My content is, hey, I have a story. I go to the store. I'm tired of having to eat 900 grams of sugar every time I want to eat dessert. So I made my own peanut butter, right? And I got into stores and all that good stuff. That's a different video. But your story is going to be the marketing. That is the content, because every single product, go to Whole Foods. Go to Whole Foods and turn around every single peanut butter. Except like, no, Whole Foods has good ones only, so they don't have Skippy and Jif and all that stuff. Turn around every product, there's a story. There's a story everywhere. Why I started this business, me and my grandma in the kitchen. Oh, I wanted less sugar. Oh, I'm allergic to this. Or my mom passed away because of this and I wanted to get into healthy food. So on and so on. Your story is what sells. There is a cause. There is a cause. There's things that people want to support, things that people want to buy because of your story, okay? So that's the marketing. So the content needs to be good, okay? So you need to create good content. What does that mean? That means if you can't sell it, don't make it. So you need to start a YouTube channel for either business that you choose, a physical product or a digital product. You need to start a YouTube channel and pick one platform that you want to master. I am for YouTube. I am for YouTube. Why? Because this is a video search engine. You can have 5,000 posts on Instagram. I promise you nobody's gonna look at post 4,367. And YouTube, they can find you via search based on the topic that you're talking about, okay? That's why I started a YouTube channel, so more people find out that I exist in case they would like to get my services, and so I can teach them how to start a business like I did, like my peanut butter and my digital products, okay? So pick one channel and master it, right? Like everybody that has different teams, like the Gary V's, like Gary V. Here, I'll give Gary V a shout out. So Gary V does like a speech. He does a talk, right? Like a seminar. And then from there, there's like pillars of content. And it goes on and on and on, right? So they take that piece of content, they make like shorts, and they make content and so on and so on. So this is like X, Twitter, whatever. This is Facebook, so on and so on. But he has a team, right? He has a whole team. So for you, pick one platform and become really good at that platform, because like all of these guys will tell you, make that one long form piece of content, do a lot of different things and be on every platform. Fine. That's not like something probably for you if you're doing anything by yourself. Pick one platform, stick to it. Because once you find that thing you are going to sell, which is at the end of the day, the point of this video. The point of this video is to find something to sell. Good product. It needs to be good, which is super easy to find because all you have to do is go on the internet and find something that's working. Bicycles, skateboards, rollerblades, surfboards, t-shirts, jeans, food, anything that people buy repeatedly. You need repeat customers. You don't want to get into the business of having to invest a lot of money, raise money, all that stuff, because find a product that is absolutely the least amount of money to start. That is the best business. The best business on earth is 0 money to start and 100% profit. That's the best business. Those are typically online businesses. There's like little investments here and there for your website and all that stuff, but that is a great business, right? It's the best business. So finding that good product by just seeing what's out there, what you like, what are other new companies doing, what are innovations, what are the new cool t-shirts, what are the new cool jeans, what are the new whatever. You're just going to take that thing and make it a little bit different and cooler. And you're gonna use ChatGPT, you're gonna use AI, you're gonna use whatever to come up with ideas and do it. So we're finding something to sell. We're gonna pick a good product that doesn't take a lot of money to create. And we are not going to reinvent the wheel because we're not geniuses. Maybe you are, I'm not. And then we are going to, for the rest of our lives, we are going to just focus on more and more and more people finding out that we exist. This is what you have to do if you are broke and you want to get rich. You have to know that you have to do this. Like, you have to do this. These are some facts. Number one, you're gonna get fired. "99% of people in the world get fired." So it's a fact. You're not friends in business. People are idiots. New, stupid managers are gonna come and do whatever. It's a fact. People are people. You have to plan ahead to protect yourself. Like I said in the beginning of the video, I made a lot of money, but I was broke because I never did this. I never planned for the future. You need to plan for the future, because if this is you, all these idiots are gonna come and try to fire you, to take your money, to take your business, to get your sales, to do whatever. You have to protect yourself by creating other incomes. So if this idiot comes and wants to fire you, you don't care. This is something I've never done. You don't care, right? You lose a sale because of some other salesperson in a different company, right? You don't care. You have things, you have other sources of income to protect you. This is what you have to do if you're broke. You can make money. I've made millions of dollars in sales. You can't be a broke millionaire. I've made a lot of money before and had no money. Like a lot of money and had no money. You can have expenses, you can have a lifestyle, you can have all this stuff. So when I realized this is that I have to learn a couple of these facts about life. Like, you're getting fired sooner or later, unless you're like some sort of corporate ladder climbing, I don't know what. It's not me. I'm the opposite of that. You're getting fired. Number two, your boss will never teach you anything. Your boss at any company will typically, unless you have some amazing person, will ever teach you how to do anything other than help him or her make more money. Right? So nobody will ever sit down next to you at work and be like, "Hey, Chris, you've been here 4 years. Let me actually help you. Why don't you start a business? Look at me. I have 500 employees. Dude, screw this, man. Pick a product, right? Let's do marketing. Let's do content. Start by yourself." I started alone. Like, you're sitting here over and over. You're sitting here over and over getting the same salary. Why don't you do this? Like, that will never happen. Your manager, your boss will never ever teach you that. All they will do one day is fire you. That's it. They will. Because they have miserable lives. I promise you, because they're miserable and they don't know how to deal with people and they don't know anything. Number three is, you will never get rich. And rich meaning super comfortable. I don't care about money. I have freedom. Whatever that is to you, fine. Okay? This will never happen. So these three things you have to know. I don't care how good your job is. You can get lucky. I have had a lot of stock in technology companies that I've worked at. It's paid off. It took me 17 years. It took me 17 years. Do you have any idea what I could have done in 17 years? Other than stupid sales jobs. Right? I could have been a multi-billionaire if somebody taught me on day one. Find something to sell. Pick something that already works. Create a crazy amount of valuable content. and do that until you die. Your only job is for more and more and more and more people to find out that you exist, because the product is already proven to have sold for billions of dollars. So your job for the rest of your life is to create content so people find out that you have this awesome t-shirt that says, "I think too much." Whatever. Okay? This is what you have to do if you are broke. The digital product, content, and you need to create a digital course. Physical product, get something that costs a little bit of money to make, that's very good, that's already working, and content. Tell your story, talk about the product, say why it's awesome, and keep doing that until you get a crazy amount of sales. Because if you did this right, if you find a product that already works and has a certain quality and has certain things that talk about a certain topic, you do the same. It's called becoming a competitor. It's called becoming a competitor. So you are becoming a competitor. That's all this game is when it comes to money. People, businesses copy each other and try to be better and become each other's competition. And today, you can do it for zero money. Zero money. All right. Hope you guys like this video. Check out Sharkz University. Subscribe or don't. Like, comment or don't. I still live a good life, but hopefully you guys like this video. See you guys in the next one.